Hello guys, once again back with another video, and today we are going to be talking about someone I didn't want to make a video on, but I feel like I have to now because of just how he treated me. His name is Avenger, also known as on YouTube as Dem Roleplays Tho. Dem Roleplays Tho has a habit, well, of making roleplays, and tons of them to be exact. There's probably over a whopping 1,000 videos just based on roleplays on his channel. Now, I met Dem Roleplays Tho through his Discord chat. He has a Discord server with tons of people in it, and I just needed to speak to him. I told him, could he give me a chance? Could I help him out, or could he help me out? He, well, didn't say nothing about me helping him out, but he wanted to help me out, quote unquote. Coming off as, well, the nice guy. Now, I was going to split this video into chapters, but I feel like that's just way too difficult for somebody I shouldn't even be addressing that much time into. So, Avenger is a very cocky guy. He takes very big pride in what he does. And I noticed a lot of people like to beg to differ to that. They like to say that his roleplays aren't as good as he, well, tells people they are. And I'm not gonna lie, man, it's true, but we're not here to just judge his role plays. We're here to make a point about why Avenger is the way he is. So, not too long ago, I started messaging Avenger about being a part of one of our role plays that I won't state in this video. If he sees it and he ends up stating it or leaking it, I'll just delete his comment. Basically, we asked him, could he please help us out? The role players in this show were going to be me, Red, Casey, Jay, and Avenger. Maybe also another actor by the name of Purple, and another by the name of Blade. So, before we get into the biscuits and gravy of the whole situation, let's just start with, he was very welcoming to help out. He told me his ideas on his character and so forth, and honestly, I liked it. Now, we're gonna come back to that later in the video, because he complains that I pestered him, and I'm going to put in this video showing that I didn't pester him whatsoever. So, to continue the story, we were gonna have Purple in that RP. This is called the Purple situation. Purple was a role player that worked alongside Avenger for a really long time when he was younger, but sadly ended up getting kicked out, and for reasons I really never knew why. Quote unquote, he was annoying, he was childish, and so forth. Well, he told me about Avenger, telling me that Avenger will come off really nice in the beginning, but then dip at the last moment the minute the cameras get rolling. And it's funny because that's exactly what happened. But I'm not here to take Purple's side because I learned out something very shocking and disturbing. So, Purple's brother texted me one night when we needed everybody there to film. Hey, Purple is a sexual harasser. He will not be on PlayStation for a while. I heard note of that, and his brother told us that he was stealing off his neighbor's Wi-Fi and so forth, and I really don't want to get into the details. I don't think he should be exposed necessarily, but very wrong of him, and I'm not having that in my role plays. So, I texted Avenger, I let him know, and I kicked the guy out. Avenger complains that I involved him in this, saying that I was telling him that, or putting words in his mouth by saying, hey, you wanted me to kick Purple out, which is not true. I said yes, better part of judgment of, well, what Avenger said made me want to also kick Purple out. But yes, what Purple did was already bad enough and was unforgivable. So, moving on, we met a role player by the name of Blade on GamerLink. This guy seemed pretty chill at first, until the night I spoke to him. The night I was auditioning him, he asked me, was there certain things he couldn't say? I said, just don't speak really big religion, stuff like that. You know, stuff that people would probably get agitated with, like politics. And he started to speak religion to me, calling my friend Jay a fool for being angry or tempered. He didn't know what agnostic meant, or, agnostic. He didn't know what that meant, so he also called Red a fool. He then tried to play it off like that, you know, this is the most popular religion, which he was a Christian, and that other religions are stupid. Now, I'm a Christian myself, but I find that very disrespectful to people who believe otherwise. Anyways, I tried to kind of scrape it off as it was nothing and that he wouldn't actually talk about it, because I think he was just trying to tell me that, okay, that's what I shouldn't talk about. Night comes where, well, Blade and everybody meets, and we met Avenger. This was actually the first night of filming. I'm not gonna lie, Avenger came off so damn unprofessional, yet he claims that I am very unprofessional. Listen to what this man did. He needed to install the game we were role-playing on for about a week. We gave him about a week to do so. What he didn't know was he already had it installed, but didn't check at all that week to see if there was an update. So, we had to wait 2 hours for him to show up. Now, the picture I'm going to post here is a picture of him saying, this is what he quotes by as me pestering him, when it's literally me joking in the messages you can see. I felt very weirded out about why he didn't at all try to check if there was an update on his game, knowing that he's a professional role player and should have just did that to begin with. We were all waiting for hours, and well, some pretty much, you know, problems started to occur with Blade in the group. We asked him about the religion stuff because I really wanted to see would he mention this topic or would he not. He mentioned the topic and he made it a big deal, and it annoyed my girlfriend, I could tell it was annoying Red at the time, and it was probably annoying KC and so forth. Or not KC, I'm sorry, Jay and so forth. Going on with the story, Avenger finally shows up after 2 hours, and we were only able to get 1 or 2 scenes done. Now, Avenger complains saying that I only get 1 or 2 scenes a day done, even though he was the one that took 2 hours to show up, and what do you expect? I told you by 10 o'clock I didn't want to RP super late, yet you showed up 2 hours later making it 9 o'clock. Actually, it was around 9:16, 9:17, I remember the exact time he showed up. Meaning you wasted 2 hours of filming because you didn't want to check throughout the week if the game had a damn update. Going on from the conversation, I was pissed off. I kicked Blade out because I didn't like the way Blade was speaking to my group and acting to my group. When I kicked Blade out, Blade took huge offense to it, messaging Avenger, and I ended up getting proof sooner or later from Blade that Avenger messaged him, you know, telling him what happened, and, well, he basically took Blade's side. Now, listen to this bullshit. He took Blade's side, a guy he knew for just a couple hours, because that was the only story told to him, so he had to act like he just had to take that guy's side. He said, well, I didn't hear your story yet. It doesn't matter. If you are a professional, you are unbiased in the situation until you hear both stories. You do not play like you're taking one guy's side and then another. Going on. So, I kicked Blade out. Blade asks me the next day why. I ended up telling him, and Blade basically said, okay, well, that's stupid, and then left. And I'm like, alright, well, whatever. You know, we really didn't need him. Now, Avenger ends up sending me this big message, days after we filmed those scenes. Because I told the group we needed to retake the scenes because they felt rushed since we had to start 2 hours later. I think he took offense to this because on my date night with my girlfriend, I ended up getting a very long message, which I will also display on the screen. In this message, he ends up telling me that he just couldn't do it any longer, he hates the idea of restarting scenes, blah blah blah, and that he's sorry but he has to move on. Me not understanding a word what was going on, I tried to get a more in-depth explanation, because I knew this wasn't truly how he felt. He was just trying to be the nice guy and dip out after the first day of filming. So finally, I get a longer explanation because he gets offended about it, and this shows his true colors. He complains that I tried to get him involved in, well, the Blade situation, which, again, I didn't. I have messages to prove that. So, basically what happened was days before he left, well, Avenger left, Blade messaged, I messaged an account on Discord that joined Dem Roleplays Tho's server, and ironically was Blade. Blade lied, saying it wasn't Blade, and that Avenger was already in his Minecraft Greek roleplay and so forth, saying that, you know, Avenger didn't really like me much and things. I took that to offense, so I messaged Avenger. Avenger said he had no idea what Blade was talking about, and so forth. So, I didn't involve him. Blade did. Yet he still claims I involved him in the story, when all I was doing was asking a simple question. Eventually, Blade ends up giving up on the whole situation, telling me his true identity was Blade, and that, yeah, Avenger didn't work with him. And that just have a good rest of your day. He even admitted he liked drama. With that being said, I moved on from the situation. I told Avenger it was over, and I just moved on. Then, like I said, a couple days later, Avenger messages me, telling me he doesn't want to be a part of the roleplay. After I ask him a couple times I need a better, explanation to the situation, he gives me this really mean, true response that you could tell definitely was his true colors. He complains saying I was very unprofessional in filming, yet this is the same guy that is literally quantity over quality. He has bunches of 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds, and maybe less than that joining his roleplays and putting no work into what he films. He doesn't edit them well. He uses Share Factory music to make it good. I mean, he can't complain about how I film. He complains I'm a bad director, saying that I used him as stage cue, acting like that's literally what you don't do when role-playing. He must be one of those role players that just says, hey guys, we're doing a roleplay, let's do it. He doesn't make an idea or nothing. He told me he had writers, but if you have writers, why is your story so shit, dude? You're over here telling me that my writing is bad and I'm just not professional whatsoever, and using people as stage cue. Well, what else are you gonna do? Just appear randomly throughout the story whenever you feel freely to? No. I made you a stage cue so you could come in. So you could actually have an introduction to your character. Then he complained that a scene retake that we had to do, he wasn't involved in it immediately, like I wasn't talking to the other people before him, acting like we didn't literally retake that scene minutes after. So, to keep going in the story, Avenger ended up finally giving me his true response. I took this to big offense. I sent it to my group. My group said, yeah, we can literally do without this guy. He's not that important. For me, though, I think he is important because he has loads of people. And not trying to sound like I'm using him, but it was one of our sources, and now we have no source. Well, honestly, I'm just going to state my facts on this situation. Avenger is a cocky dude. He complains saying also that my ego is bigger than Jupiter. What? What message? And if I have to display every message, I will. But what message shows that I have an ego bigger than Jupiter? I'm literally asking you for an explanation on the situation. I said I see and then I moved on. I even showed him proof of what Blade said behind his back, and yet he for some reason still didn't message me back trying to understand the situation. So, if anything, his ego is big. I have messages of him saying, I've done these a lot, I know what I'm doing. That's considerably having an ego, dude. Things started to crumble. We didn't have Avenger, but we were still working with what we had. We ended up getting KC back, and we were hoping to make him one of the characters that Avenger was supposed to play. Sadly, I had another falling out with, well, somebody you guys know very well on my channel, Redix Gaming 107. We had a falling out. I really don't want to discuss it besides saying, he's definitely not into roleplays, and I could tell that, and I could tell me and him just had loads of arguments about playing in general. Because, you know, he said that he didn't, you know, owe me an explanation, which I assume, yes, is true, but, I just couldn't take the, you know, the stuff anymore, and I just blocked him and dipped. You could say, well, that's your fault there, buddy. No, honestly, I just think it's one of those situations where me and him don't match as friends anymore like we used to, because back in the day, Red was into role-playing. Back in the day, he helped out a lot. Back in the day, he uploaded. I mean, this man told me he was going to post a return video, and then that never fucking happened. Like, if you go to his channel, it's still, like, months before anything. So, to keep going along with the story, we ended up kind of getting him out, and I told Casey told me, this is a you and him problem. I still want to be his friend. So did Jay. And I said that was perfectly fine. That wasn't bothering me. I don't want y'all to block him. Well, he blocked Casey for some reason. I don't know why he blocked Casey, but I'm going to assume he thought I was going to make a video on him, which if you consider this making a video on him, sure, but Casey didn't still want to be involved, as you can tell, and this isn't even about him. But, okay, we're getting off topic. So, after the red situation happened, well, we became a little more desperate for people. We're still working on a film right now. That is soon to come out if we can get it rightly done. But, Avenger, if you're seeing this video, I just want you to know a couple things. One, I have proof that you're egotistical. Number two, I have proof that you have literally no reason to leave the roleplay. You just did to do it. You did exactly what Purple, the fucking sexual harasser, said you were going to do. Leave once cameras get to filming. And that man is sad. Like, I'm sorry I'm burping, y'all. Excuse me. And I'm sorry if there's some fans that watch Dem Roleplays Tho. I already know I might have some hate on this video, but if you take the time to look at these pictures and, well, listen to what I'm saying, you'll actually understand how big of a dick Avenger really can be. And Avenger, I just want to let you know, no matter what you believe, no matter if you think you won this battle, no matter if you don't even care, just know I at least have the proof that you did these things, and there's no way you can go back on it now. Now, you could say, well, you're saying you have proof, but this is just images of him expressing his emotions and feelings to you. And here's what I have to say to that. No, it's not. Look at the messages. Look how egotistical he is compared to how I am. Look how I never pestered him like he claimed in his message. Look how I didn't involve him in none of the situations. And there you go. That's the Avenger situation. So, what is this video truly about besides just exposing how Avenger can be? Avenger, you call me an unprofessional director, yet you are the same man who does quality or quantity over quality. You make no quality content, at least to what I know no more. There were back in the day where I'd see a For Honor movie and such, and I actually kind of enjoyed it, even though it was a little goofy. It was something new. But your new content is just you plastering videos of games so you can make money, or you can make views. You know whatever you pump out, just like a machine, all those little kids and big roleplay fans are gonna watch it. Me, I take months to do my content, and considerably, yes, you can say I'm sounding egotistical. This is not egotistical, this is just facts. You sit there and you post content whenever you please because you have the right amount of people. You even said, I was stuck at a point too and it was hard. But why aren't you helping me then? I did nothing wrong to you. I've actually fucking, not gonna lie guys, I've meat-righted this guy. I played so nice to this guy no matter what stupid shit happened. Like taking 2 hours to download your game. Knowing you had to film that night when you had all week to prepare. Knowing that you had barely any clothes on you, you didn't even like play the game to get new things. You just did what you wanted to. Because that's you, Avenger. You believe since you're a bigger YouTuber than me, you can just do what you want when you please. And that is not how this works. Alright guys, my name is Sweet Chili. I hope you enjoyed this video. I honestly don't want to put that much effort into this because I don't think I need to with Avenger. I don't really need to make this a big fucking deal. This is just gonna go on YouTube. And hell, like Avenger, this is just content, remember? Now, I do want a response from Avenger, but I know I'm not going to get it because his ass probably got a whole ass PR team telling him not to do it. But, Avenger, you see this, you definitely should respond. I don't want this to be a big beef fucking saga where you have to make a video, then I make a video. I just want to know, like, I want your audience to know the situation like I know the situation. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Sweet Chili. Comment down below what you want to see next. I'm sorry for these constant beef videos. This is just getting old. But I don't consider this a beef. I consider this just exposing and drama. But I hate to be involved in it. It's just, sadly, it comes to me naturally. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed.